Welcome to the All Inclusive Podcast, and I'm your host, Shy. Today, I'm going to start off with the temperature check. My temperature check is kind of lukewarm, going into high, and this is going to be a great show. This is part 2 to the Mother's Day celebration special. So every May, we're actually going to spotlight mothers, no matter how you are a mother. So today I have a very special and dear guest for you guys. We met about 10 years ago.
Might be longer than that.
Maybe longer than
yes,
that.
I think it was.
Wow. So she knows me, I know her, but I'm on social media seeing her in the mother role. Which is different than what I met you in.
Absolutely.
So today we have Caprice on. Caprice, what's your temperature check?
My temperature check is warm to hot because I'm feeling this. All this.
All this?
Yeah, all
okay,
this.
good. So today we're going to get into what motherhood looks like for you. Yeah.
Okay.
In all aspects.
In all aspects.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So Caprice is a MSN.
Mm-hmm.
She's an MSN. She's an entrepreneur, but more importantly, she's a mother.
I am.
And so you are also a non-traditional age.
I am.
To be a mom.
Yes.
And so we're gonna start off with that.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel being non-traditional age for society?
Mm-hmm.
Being a mom of 2 children under 2, right?
Actually, one is 3 and one will be 2 in August.
Okay.
So it's tiring to say the least.
Okay.
But it's good. I always say that God does things in his own timing.
Mm-hmm.
I was 42 when I became a mom of 2 that came around the same time.
Woo.
So yes.
Yeah.
And my whole story is non-traditionally anyway.
Right. So we're going to dive into that story because you don't have any biological children.
Correct.
Did you ever want to have any biological children?
I did, and I've tried multiple times and was not successful throughout the years. My last pregnancy was 2019. My grandmother was actually on life support, and I had a miscarriage. So after that, I was just like, I was done with the natural process. Yeah.
Okay. So then after that, you were like, hey, because one child came through foster care and one a traditional adoption.
Yeah. He fell in my lap. Like literally fell in my lap. Yep.
Wow.
I was supposed to adopt in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
It was a family friend that fell through. Long story behind it, but it fell through.
Mm-hmm.
The same family, members of the family, introduced me to my son's birth mom. Now,
okay,
the niece was incarcerated,
mm-hmm.
and she was locked up with Carol's birth mom.
Okay,
so Carol's birth mom did not want him to go in the system.
Okay,
so she wanted somebody to adopt him. So when I'm gonna say her name, it's fine. Miss Linda reached out to me. She was like, "Hey, this girl really wants you to adopt the baby." Linda Rose, God bless her soul. She was the person who introduced me to her. Okay. She told the birth mom all about me, and she was like, "Well, I really want you to adopt my son. I've heard so many good things." Mm-hmm. At first, I was like, "No," because of what happened with the first adoption. I didn't want them, but she came back. I prayed about it. Mm-hmm. And I just said, okay, I'm going to give it a try. Talked to her on the phone. We had a good vibe. Mind you, I've never saw her.
Wow.
Ever.
Wow.
When I first talked to her, she was 36 weeks. Almost ready to have him.
It was about to change instantly. Wow.
Instantly. And at 39 weeks, she had him. I got the phone call. And this was another sign. He was born on my dad's birthday.
Wow. Yeah.
So I knew he was meant for me.
Right.
Yeah. And then Ashton came July 29th. He was from foster care, but I knew he was coming.
Okay.
I just didn't know he was white.
Okay. Because we're going to talk about that because that's definitely, you're a mom, but it's so many layers to your story.
Right.
And when we talk about intersection
Mm-hmm.
and how you're a black woman
Mm-hmm.
raising two,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
One
Caucasian
and one is biracial.
and one is biracial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, that's amazing. So mothering doesn't come because I'm a mom in a non-traditional sense
Mm-hmm.
also, and you kind of know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like mothering is just, it's a journey.
It is.
Like, I'm growing, I'm learning,
Uh-huh.
I'm being turned around, flipped around
Yep.
through every scenario possible. But then there's so many joys that
Correct.
comes with being a mom. It's like Jay is at Dunbar and he was like,
And I remember when he was little.
right? And now he actually wants to do the program for EMT.
Oh, that's
so I'm
good.
like, okay, good. I feel like, okay, I'm rubbing off on you a little bit. Keep talking to you about your future.
Mm-hmm.
Nuke is 8 now.
Mm-hmm.
And
I remember when she was born.
Right? And so mothering comes in so many different aspects.
Right.
Like, you don't have to naturally birth a child. Now, I did carry and I miscarried in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I'm on that journey again, which I'm literally at ground zero in that journey. I had a donor and, you know, now I'm just starting from the beginning now.
Right.
And so it's just amazing how women have the ability to take care of so many other people's children.
Yep.
And just love them, nurture, care, and guide.
Right.
It's so beautiful.
I kind of like have done that all of my life because my little brother, so I think he's almost 30. Like, literally, he was my neighbor's son.
Okay.
And she used to get high, and he used to be just outside, didn't have a bath. So I used to take him from school when I got out of school, pick him up, take him home, give him a bath, feed him.
Oh, wow.
And then that became where he used to stay the night. Then he stayed a week. Then he stayed a month. Then he never went back home.
Oh, wow.
Right. And then my I call her my sister, but she ultimately let my mom adopt him. And that's how that started.
Wow. So that's like, it's through your whole life history for you to be able to nurture and care and love. Yeah. So how is it like being a mom of one interracial child, one Caucasian child?
It was different at first,
Okay.
only because it's not the norm.
Right.
Right. So
usually it's flipped.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I when I got Ashton, I never, because on my foster care paper I never put down a race.
Okay.
It didn't matter. I see color. I'm colorblind.
Right.
So love is love.
Right.
So I opened the door. I said, "Oh, he's white. Oh, okay. Come on in." So all of my friends and family accepted him, just like he was my child.
Right.
And still to this day, he's like that. Like, when we out, I used to get the stares. It used to bother me at first, but then it doesn't no more. We was in Florida one time, and this lady was like, "Hey, little boy, are you lost? Where's your mommy?" And I said, "Right here." Thank you for being considerate. But I knew what that was about.
Right. Yeah. And with Cairo, how about him?
Not so much with Cairo because he's biracial. So Cairo is Hispanic, white, and black.
Okay.
So
he still got that drop in.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
So people just think I just mixed it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
mixed it up. Yeah. And then he hears you. They hear your last name
right
attached to him. So it's a little bit easier to be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now people say that he's starting to look like me. And I was like, I really don't see it. But people
does.
say that all the time. And I say, I guess you feed him long enough, they start.
Listen, because he is an eating boy.
Yes, he is.
He said, ain't nobody coming here getting no additional meals. I get the additional meals.
Before I left, he was eating pizza.
Yes. Now, for you, being a single woman doing this,
it is hard.
Okay.
Now, I always respected single moms, and I'm a single mom by choice because of this. But it is one of the most hardest things. Like, you don't know how many nights I have gone to bed like and just cried because my aunt, God bless her soul, she used to help me with the kids. And when she passed this January, like life really turned upside down.
Yeah.
Cause this is my outlet. Right here.
Right.
Like, trying to find stable babysitters, trying to find people you trust. Because my kids, I know how my kids are. They're whiny. They're spoiled. So I need somebody who has patience with them.
Yeah.
Because I don't play about them.
Right.
So that's been a journey all by itself. Then add working to the mix. Then add being an entrepreneur to the mix.
Right.
Like, it's hard. It is truly no joke. I mean, but I wouldn't change it for the world.
Because I was going to ask, like, what does your village look like?
So my mom, she's there, and she tries to help whenever she can. But my mom's older.
Right.
Like, my mama, thank God she's still here. She'll be 75 in August.
Okay, I love your mom. I met her one time, and she was like, baby, I got to tell you.
Yes. And then my dad, he'll be 76 this year. So my sister and my nephew, like, everybody helps out. So, I mean, I'm very appreciative. Like, my friends, they help out. Like, if I need somebody just to hold them or watch them, whatever. But yeah, I mean, but it is hard. Being a single mom is hard. So hopefully we'll find a daddy.
Side note, what does daycare look like?
So prayerfully, foster care pays for Ashton.
Okay, good.
And I was blessed to receive daycare vouchers because when they came, I went part-time for working.
Right.
So I was qualified to get daycare vouchers.
Thank God.
Yes, but I still have to pay a copay, which is almost $100-something a week.
Wow.
Because Cairo's is $335 a week. Now, without daycare vouchers, he would be home. I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah. That's a lot of money. That's more than my mortgage.
I was about to say. Yeah. So when people think about having a kid, because I think about that, I'm like, I'm going into my journey as a single woman. And so it's like daycare alone.
But I would like to let all of the moms know, go apply for daycare vouchers because they have upped the limit of you working. Like, so last year when I did it, it was a three person's household. You can make up to it was like $70,000 or $80-something thousand a year, which is awesome.
So, yes.
So that means a lot more people can qualify for it.
Yeah.
So, like, if you don't already have daycare vouchers and you need it, like, please go on to the MarylandScholarship.com and apply. Like, get that. Get whatever you can.
Yes. So let's go back to Cairo because I've seen your journey as far as like his health and stuff like that. And let's go even deeper to like what was the actual process once you got him in your home and once he was delivered. What was the process of adoption?
With adoption, the adoption does not start until he's born. Okay. So, and ours was like, it was really kind of crazy because, again, mine was incarcerated. Okay. So, Cairo actually, and I truly believe that his developmental delay was because mom was not a fugitive, but she was an inmate. Right. And she was Hispanic.
They didn't give her as good care.
Yes. So he stayed in a birth canal for 23 hours, which is longer than he should have been in. So which caused her to develop an infection, and it passed on to him. And still to this day, they did all kinds of tests, and they don't know what the infection was. So day one of his life, he started having seizures. He was born in GBMC. He started having seizures. They could not continuously monitor him, so they sent him to Johns Hopkins. Okay. So the NICU in Johns Hopkins was excellent. He was down there. He was having seizures. I'm a nurse. I was freaking out. Freaking out because he's having seizures. His oxygen is dropping. So I know what's going on, but that's my son.
Right. Right.
That's my son. He wasn't taking a bottle, so he had an NG tube through his nose. He had all kinds of IVs. He had an IV in his head, an IV in his hand. It was just looking like, and I felt helpless because I couldn't help him. Right. Then they thought that he was going to need something called a PICC line, which is a central line. Right. So that consent had to come from the mother. Which, the mother is incarcerated. But the lawyers that we had her lawyer, because I had to pay for her lawyer and my lawyer.
Okay.
Her lawyer went to the judge's house to get the what is it, legal guardianship signed.
Okay, good.
By the judge.
Good.
So then that gave me all the rights to
make those medical decisions.
Although they had a power of attorney, not a power of attorney letter draft. That wasn't good enough to make some of the medical decisions.
Okay.
We needed a legal guardianship paper.
Okay.
So that was done. He stayed in the NICU about 12 days.
Okay.
They did an MRI and it showed it's called the gray matter.
Okay.
So on his brain, which made him at risk for developmental delays.
Okay.
We did not notice it until 3 months. Because he wasn't hitting certain milestones. Okay. So I knew that it was a possibility. So at that point, I'm trying to get everybody involved.
Right.
So he went to Kennedy Krieger. Kennedy Krieger was absolutely great. They set us up with physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. Okay. They came to the home. Once he started daycare, they started going to daycare.
That's great. That's great.
And he was 3 months behind everything. But now physical therapy just did a survey. He's 22 months now. He's only 21 months. So.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So, and I like to encourage all the moms, if you notice something is abnormal with your child, it's okay.
Yeah.
But get your child the help that they need.
Yes.
You cannot worry about what the outside noise say. You have to do what's best for your child.
Absolutely.
And I wasn't going to stop until he had everything that he needed and he was making the progress. Even when I went to daycare, he's 3 months behind the other children. Don't treat him different, but allow him time as well.
Right.
But I don't want you to treat him like he's handicapped, because he's not.
Because, baby, when I see the videos of him climbing on, pushing stuff, what?
Yeah, we celebrate his milestones, but I do not enable him. Right. I make him do what he's supposed to do, because you're going to have to do it. I try to have them be as independent as they can. Ashton can put his clothes on, take his clothes off. He tells me what shoes he wants to wear in the morning. He's a neat freak, so he likes his clothes to match. He likes to look cute. He wants his shoes clean.
I wonder where he gets that from. I wonder where he gets that from.
Cairo, on the other hand, he cares nothing about it.
Listen, that's going to change as he gets older.
I don't know, Kira. I don't know.
Listen. He going to change. Let him hit about 15. And,
I'll say, but he just cares nothing about how he look. Ashton, his appearance is everything. Yeah, to him.
I know that's right, Ashton.
He don't face to be dirty. He want clean his hands, clean his face.
Yeah. Listen, that's a good thing.
It is,
especially for a little boy.
It is.
Yeah, because boys be nasty.
One time I was sick. I did not feel he cried to take a shower. So I had to go ahead and give him a shower. I would just wash his face, wash his hands, and I was going to give him a shower the next day. He would not go to bed without a shower.
Listen. He got to be clean. You got to be clean. He can't be laying in no bed.
He does not play.
Yes, I know that's right. Yeah. It's amazing hearing your story. And hopefully your story can encourage someone who has had a miscarriage, has wanted to have children, because for me, this has been a journey.
Yeah.
This has been a journey, and I remember a month and a half ago, I had found a lump in my breast. So I reached out to my doctor, and I love my doctor. And she reached back out to me in the middle of the night. So I went to the doctor's a few days later, because she was like, I'm getting you in this week. And it's hard to get an appointment for her same week. And she was like, girl, you ain't pregnant yet? You about to be advanced fetal age. And I was like, baby, that's exactly what I'm going to be, because I'm going to do it right and let God guide the footsteps. Yeah. When I used to get flustered when things would happen. But now I'm like, okay, this is God's timing. And then I start seeing things in my life shift and happen, and I'd be like, yeah, because if I would have done it this time, then I would have been this, or my child would have been this age, and then I would have had to deal with this and this, that, and the third. And so I literally trust God. And some days it's like when the word says, I believe, but help my unbelief. There are some days that I have unbelief.
Of course.
But my faith is like, okay, I'm gonna give you this mustard seed. I'm gonna have that mustard seed, and I'm gonna just keep going, cause it's gonna happen at the right time.
Absolutely,
at the right time.
And it was so crazy because like I had got to the point where I was okay with not having kids. I was great, still living my best life. No, seriously, like. Because I was going, because this is when the pandemic was going on. I was great, be a travel nurse.
Okay, listen and make that
make that COVID money. Okay, yes, and then got the phone calls, and I was like, okay, so let's see what this happens.
Yeah,
it's taught me patience though, a lot of patience, because these toddlers are nothing to play with.
I keep saying that that's the one thing. I feel like I got pretty okay patience, but I'm like, nah, my patience gotta get up and up and up.
Well, when it happens, it will. Like, it'll come naturally. Like, 'cause, my patience was like that. But now it's just like, okay.
Yeah. I can see it's like a change.
Yeah.
And you're never too old to mature in certain areas.
No, right. And they teach me. They definitely teach me.
Yeah.
I'm learning as they learning.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, definitely. Well, I thank you for coming on to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. We celebrate you. I know it's not Mother's Day, but it's Mother's Month.
Okay.
Because
I'm all for that.
You're a mother 7 days a week, 24 hours a day,
365 days a year.
You know what I'm saying? They can be at the babysitter, bump their head, and you gotta now be mom. So we celebrate you, and we thank you for giving hope to children that may be in the system.
Yep.
And giving an opportunity and a lifestyle that would be different. Yeah.
And I would say too, like, people that may be interested in foster care and they may want to adopt, that's a route to go through too. It's so many babies.
Really?
Babies in foster care now.
Wow. And before it wasn't.
It was not. It's so many. I got a call just the other day asking, did I have space for a 7-month-old? I said, oh, no, ma'am. Oh, no, ma'am. I'm not going to be able to do it.
Y'all trying to kill me?
Yeah, what? I said, oh, no, man, I can't do it. But, like, it's needed. Like, so if people have the space, they have the heart for it, sign up.
Yeah.
These kids need you.
Yes, and make sure you have the heart for it.
The heart for it, exactly.
That's the biggest part.
Yeah.
The heart, because these kids have already gone through certain scenarios. So you need to be able to give them something different.
Yeah.
One more question. As a mom, what do you hope to see for your children in the future?
I hope that my sons can be independent. They can be strong-willed. They can be decent human beings.
Yes.
Decent human beings. Prayerfully successful, because I'm going to be old when they...
Let me put that out there.
Yes, I will be older when they reach 20. Right. So, and I just hope that they can just be the best person that they can be.
Yes.
Just be themselves and be okay with themselves. That's what I want them to be.
Yes. So, with that being said, we are out.
Thank you.